Kennard was shooting the ball well. I mean, he couldn't miss. And let's not forget about Boogie Cousins. He wasn't big in the scoring department, but he had 10 rebounds in about 15 minutes. So it was good to see him getting out there doing this thing as well.
Certainly he was productive in the time that you mentioned. We have to talk about Jaren Jackson Jr. returning. He made his season debut. He was out the entire season up until this game against the Clippers. What did you see that you liked out of him?
Well, I like the fact that he had a couple of athletic plays at the rim. He's able to still hit a couple of threes. So we know what he does. Jaren Jackson Jr. is what the new NBA is all about. Hybrid bigs that can move well, play defense on the perimeter in the paint, and still give you that three-point shot right there. So guys that can block shots, move their feet on the pick and roll, finish at the rim like this, but still give you that three-point ability, those type of big men are what the NBA is all about. Jaren Jackson Jr. is only going to make this Memphis team better as he gets more acclimated and gets in better shape. But this was a tough loss tonight for Memphis.
Yes, it was, but we are so glad to see Triple J back in action for the Grizzlies. Okay, it's time now, Brendan, for our winning performance, fueled by Gatorade. Talking about the Clippers playing without their leading scorers, and look, we had some productivity.
Man, Luke Kennard getting it done, Marcus Morris Sr., Terrence Mann. I really like Terrence Mann. I've liked this game since Florida State. And Zubac, he's just steady and solid. He always shows up ready to play and do whatever the coaching staff needs him to do.
No Paul George, no Kawhi Leonard, no problem for the Clippers. All right, let's take a look and see what happened with the Denver-Portland game. Starting things off with Jokic getting the lay-in. That ties it at 101.
Looking like the future MVP. I see you, big fella.
And then Lillard cutting the deficit to 1. Jokic shoots it but misses it, and then the rebound gets tied up.
Okay, so we got a little jump ball here with 8.6. Yeah, that's definitely a foul right there, though. Even though we're going to a jump ball, the officials got to call that. That's a clear foul.
And then an opportunity. Covington with the ball, and Norman Powell, no good on the baseline.
Got a good look, just didn't fall. I mean, Norman Powell, he's hit that shot time and time again. Just didn't fall tonight.
Tough loss. Portland by 1. Oof. Jokic, 25 points. 50% shooting from the field with 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Damian Lillard had 22 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists on his return to action. Take a look at Minnesota and Sacramento. Buddy Hield with the three-pointer gives the lead to the Sacramento Kings.
Buddy buckets. If he's behind the three-point line, you better have a hand up. If not, he's going to do things like this. That's way too easy a shot for Buddy Hield with the game on the line.
That always surprises me.
Yeah, I mean, that was a mix-up on the screen and roll covers right there by Minnesota. You can see it, 2 guys go to Harrison Barnes, and Harrison makes the right play like all UNC guys do, and he finds Buddy Hield wide open 3.
You are relentless with it, and I
really
love
am.
it, Brendan
You know this
Haywood.
to be true.
Karl Anthony Towns for the lead, but no.
And I like Karl Anthony Towns not selling, going to the basket. Looked like he got pushed a little bit. They might have been able to call a foul right there, but that's a shot that he can make. So I'm even though it didn't go in, I like the shot. Just the execution wasn't there.
Out of bounds play, last chance, and no possession. Turn the ball over. Kings hold on to win 128-125 over the Timberwolves. There's your final box right there. Cat Towns with 26, 5 boards, 6 assists. De'Aaron Fox with 30, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. All right, it's time to send you on a quick break. Joel Embiid, he filled it up today. Brendan Haywood. Points, 8 assists for CP3.
Hey, man, Chris Paul aging like fine wine. He ain't have to cross my man Danny Green over like that. And look at this move by Embiid right here. Come on, just moving through London with the Euro step. Nothing DeAndre Ayton can do. And right here, this is really good defense by Devin Booker, but this is better offense by Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid, 38, 17 boards. And then watch this play. Almost.
Oh! If that would have went in, Like, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. I mean, to have the awareness to catch the ball, rebound it, and fling it because he knew the time wasn't there, and then almost have that shot go in, that's crazy. Everybody in a Philly uniform thought that shot was going in.
Everybody in the world thought that shot was going in. Great clock awareness by Joel Embiid. 38 points, 17 assists for Embiid in a losing effort. Phoenix won 2 straight, and they are still sitting near the tippy top of the Western Conference at number 2. All right, speaking of the top of the conference, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Toronto Raptors. No James Harden, no Kevin Durant, so Kyrie Irving there to put in some work.
Listen, when those guys aren't there, that means Uncle Drew's going to get a lot of shots, so you better guard that guy, especially from there and there. Gary Trent, got to get closer than that.
28 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, a near triple-double for Kyrie Irving. But the Raptors were not going to lay down.
Yeah, and OG Anunoby, man, nice drive right there on Blake Griffin. And there's Kyle Lowry getting it done from 3. Put a little bit of Lowry on.
Yes, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists for Lowry. In the second half, they go back at it.
Ooh, okay. Oh, hey, OG Anunoby can't be doing my rook like that. That was my rook. Joe Harris is my rookie. He can't be dunking on my rook like that.
Fred VanVleet knocking down the 3.
He's so calm, cool, and collective. And this is a guy that really stepped up tonight. I'm glad to see him playing well as Toronto is trying to make that push towards the playoffs, or at least that play-in scenario. Siakam obviously didn't have the year people thought he would have this year, but starting to play a little bit better now.
Yes, and Toronto won 4 straight. Keep in mind, they're not playing in Toronto. Reminder, they're in Tampa, which makes it even more impressive. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings at the top, Brendan. 76ers at number 1, Brooklyn only a half game behind them, and the Bucks a little further down as we wind down the season.
Yeah, this is a very interesting list. Philly is at the top, obviously. The Nets, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to, even though they're only a half game back, they have so many injuries. James Harden might not be back for the regular season. We don't know when we'll see KD. So I'm not sure if Brooklyn is going to be able to catch Philly. And I think that Milwaukee is going to be probably in third to stay unless Brooklyn goes on a losing streak. But like those 3 teams are obviously the class of the Eastern Conference right now.
So interesting to see, Brendan, how this season has evolved with everything that we've had to deal with. Now, this is what we've all been waiting to see, the Shooter Showdown, comparing the scoring, number 1 and number 2 scores right now in the NBA. You talk about getting buckets, these 2 personify it.
Listen, these 2 guys definitely know how to score the ball. Steph Curry gets it done a little bit better from 3. Bradley Beal gets it done from all over the court, and they were going at it tonight.
All right,
I was watching this live, Steph. I was watching this one live.
You had to get it. I understand. Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook. We didn't even mention him yet. Westbrook, spoiler alert, he gets it done.
Ooh, but this was probably the ugliest part of the game. Denny Avdija. Ugly play. All of his weight falls down on his ankle. He's in immense pain right away. This is a sad sight to see, and man, oh man, we've just had way too many injuries this basketball season.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Hairline fracture of the ankle is what they're saying. He's out for the season. Denny Avdija is for the Wizards. Kelly Oubre Jr. playing his former team.
Hey, listen, whenever you're playing your former team, you like to let them know what they're missing. And speaking of guy not missing, Steph Curry right there getting it done, but he was only 2 of 14 from 3, 7 of 25 from the field. Not his best scoring night. And there's Russellmania going down the lane with reckless abandon.
Bradley Beal laying it in.
They don't call him real deal Bradley Beal for nothing, Steph. I know you live in the DMV, so you get to see a lot of that right there. Bradley Beal get buckets.
His game has evolved greatly.
And this right here, I thought this game was going into overtime, and somehow, some way, Andrew Wiggins misses the bunny, and the Washington Wizards survive. Don't look now, but the Wizards are playing some pretty good basketball of late.
Yes, they are. In fact, have won 6 in a row. The Washington Wizards have. Golden State, Steph Curry, you said he didn't have his greatest night. Still 18 points. I mean, that is a very respectable evening for most people in this league.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Steph gets it done.
Moving on, Trae Young and the Hawks taking on the New York Knicks. Trae Young starting off things early.
Okay, I like Trae I like Trae with the glasses on. They call them Trae bands.
And then the lay-in for Trae Young. Now watch this play. He goes up and comes down awkwardly, lands on the defender's foot, and unfortunately, Trae Young ends up leaving the game, does not return.
Ooh, and he turned his ankle really, really good. Steph, we're both hoopers. We know how much that hurts when you turn that ankle all the way over like that. Man, oh man, wishing Trae Young a speedy recovery because he's playing great. And Atlanta was playing some of the best basketball we've seen in Atlanta in a long time.
They were. Trae Young, negative X-ray. That's good news. MRI scheduled for Thursday for Trae Young.
There go that man, Steph. There go that bully, Julius
Knicks.
Randle.
My goodness.
Hey, whenever the Knicks are in trouble, they need a basket, they go to that guy, and for good reason.
That's a great sign of an up-and-coming team, right, Brendan, when you have a go-to player.
Yeah, speaking of go-to guys, Bogdanovich getting it done from three right there.
And it's Randle with the attempt. Overtime.